There was a time in India when calling someone meant stepping out of your home, walking to the nearest booth and waiting in line. Whether it was a student calling home after school or a worker checking in from a distant town, public phones were part of daily life. But today, those yellow PCO boxes and dusty village phone sets have quietly disappeared from our streets and villages. So what really happened? Why did public call offices and village public telephones vanish? And what replaced them? But before we dive deep into these questions, let's take a quick detour. If you are also a data nerd like us and are interested in seeking reliable data-driven insights, do check out Dataful. Trusted by over 20,000 registered users, it offers more than 16,000 clean, structured and ready-to-use datasets across 50+ sectors, exclusively sourced from government and multilateral agencies. To know more, click the link in the description. Now back to the story. Let's begin with PCOs or public call offices. These were run by small business owners and were set up wherever there was demand. Cities, towns, even smaller markets in rural areas. In the year 2000, India had around 6.5 lakh PCOs. This number exploded over the next decade and peaked in 2009 at around 62 lakh. But with mobile phones becoming more affordable and widespread, PCOs started to shut down. By 2024, only around 21,000 PCOs were left in the entire country. Coming to VPTs or village public telephones, they served a very different but equally important purpose. They were installed in rural areas to make sure that even the remotest villages had at least one phone. VPTs were mostly operated by BSNL and placed in post offices, panchayat offices, or sometimes even in individual homes. In 2000, India had about 4.1 lakh VPTs. The number slowly grew to 5.9 lakh by 2013. But just like PCOs, they too began fading out once mobile networks reached rural areas. By 2024, only about 69,000 VPTs remained across the country. Now let's look at what replaced them. To understand this better, let's compare the fall of PCOs with the rise of mobile phone subscriptions. Between 2005 and 2021, as the number of PCOs dropped from around 30 lakh to just a few thousand, mobile subscriptions in India rose rapidly from under 10 crore to well over 110 crore in the same period. It was a clear shift. As mobile phones became cheaper, people simply didn't need public telephones anymore. A similar pattern played out in rural India too. Between 2011 and 2024, while VPTs declined from about 5.9 lakh to under 70,000, the number of rural wireless telecom users rose sharply. In 2011, there were roughly 30 crore rural wireless users. By 2024, that number had jumped to over 50 crore. That means most people in rural India were now using personal mobile phones with wireless connectivity. VPTs were no longer essential. Clearly, in both cities and villages, mobile technology gradually replaced the need for public phones. While this shift helped expand personal access to communication, it also quietly marked the end of an era. So what do you think? Did you ever wait in line at a PCO to call home? Or use a VPT in your village to check on a relative in the city? Do you think there's still a need for public communication services in areas with poor mobile coverage? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Research for this story is powered by Dataful and Tago.ai. To know more, click on the related links in the description.